2001 Jaguar XKR Coupe. So this is the supercharged V8 version. I think they're about 400 horsepower. So obviously, very quick car. It has had, or recently had, what you'd call, I suppose, a light restoration. So it's had some bodywork tidied up, which, as you can see, the bodywork's a lovely gloss blue. It's had the wheels refurbed in the correct, I believe they call it shadow chrome. And then not long before that, it had an engine rebuild, a large engine rebuild. And it has had some tidying up on the interior, which makes it a very, very nice car, or a very nice example of an XKR as well. We'll start by going around the bodywork. It won't take long because there's not much in the way of marks on it. But if you look down the side of this car, obviously lovely and clean, nice and straight. That arch all nice down there. Going down the driver's side of the car, you can see the sill is lovely and tidy. Got a little polish mark there. Tiny little scratch here on the bottom of the door. Wing mirrors all nice and clean on the corner. Nothing else to really note there on the door and on the front of the car. That arch, lovely and straight, lovely and clean. Like I said, the wheels have just been redone, so they're like brand new. I think they've done about 30 miles. This rear quarter, all nice and clean, no sign of any scratches or anything like that. The roof, lovely and straight, no marks or anything around there. Nothing around this window or anything like that. You quite often find a bit of an issue here, but nothing at all. Really nice and clean. Heated rear screen on this one. It's worth pointing out while we're there, it's not a sun-faded rear sort of partial shelf as well, which is quite a common thing on these XK8s, just because of the size of the window. Nice and clean on the back. Parking sensors on the rear. All these seams and everything. Lovely and clean. Lower half of the bumper, even the toe eye and everything, covers all still there. All nice and clean. Both taillights on the back, nice and bright, no cracks or anything in them. It's even had new registration plates just to clean that up as well. Again, looking down this side, nice and straight, nice and clean, no ripples or dents in it. Another good arch, another good wheel and tyre. Have a look at the roof from this side, as you can see. Paintwork's lovely and deep. Really nice colour this. Another good sill. No marks on that door at all. I mean, not even on the leading edge or anything like that where it's been opened on anything. Wing mirror's all good. Around the windscreen is all nice, as you can see. And the final arch, again, lovely and tidy. Another good wheel and tyre. Headlights have been polished, so they're all good. We do have, you just see them there, a couple of little marks from a polisher, so they want polished off again. But they're barely noticeable, but they're worth pointing out. Everything's clean and tidy around those vents. Quite often sort of collect stone chips, but they're all right. Nose cone, again, lovely. Nice new supercharged badge on there as well. A couple of little stone chips here and there. I mean, it's had a paint refresh is probably the best way to describe it. It hasn't had a full shoot. It's had a tidy up, just to bring it back to how it should look. Obviously done a very good job on it. Interior wise, got your sort of cream leather with the nicer wood, I think, which is you can see there, just a bit more modern than some of the older, brighter, redder woods, I guess. Driver's seat has recently been reconalized. Someone's done a nice job on that. They've left a tiny little bit of wear there, rather than sort of just waxing over it with paint and making it all hard and shiny. It's still nice and soft. In the back, lovely and clean. Don't really look like they've been sat on at all. There's a little mark there, but that looks like it's just dirt. Yeah, it's just dirt, so that'll just wipe off. Headlining, really good, not sagging at all. It's a common issue on these Jags. Wood around the steering wheel, that's all good. It's not been driven with any big rings on or anything like that. Spec-wise, we've got heated seats, aircon, cruise, radio controls on the steering wheel. All the usual Jag refinements. Have a look in the passenger side. Same story, so another nice clean door card. Lovely nice clean seat. Barely any sign of any wear at all. So this car's done 150 odd thousand miles, 153,834 it's done. But it's had an engine rebuild and it's had a whole load of cosmetic tidying up, so that mileage to me might as well be irrelevant. Lovely clean wood on there. This lower half of the dash quite often gets kicked and marked, and that's nice and clean. None of the buttons have faded, which is nice. They often wear off, but they're all lovely. Even the ones on the steering wheel are good. Top of the dash, all nice and clean. We'll have a look under the bonnet. Like I say, full engine rebuild, which we'll detail in the description. But a really strong engine, these really quick, loads of power with that supercharger. Nice little whine as well. But as you can see, all nice and clean in here. All the plastics are where they should be. They're the right colour. Doesn't drop any fluids that we can see. No nasty whines or smokes or anything like that. We'll fire it up. There you go, straight away fired up. No sign of any smoke or anything like that. I did quickly drive it down the road. It was driven to us. Pulls really well, nice and strong. Very, very quick car for what it is. Underrated compared to what you'd think it would be. But these things are starting to pick up in value now, which is always good to see. So there you have it, 2001 Jag XKR. Any inquiries, please get in touch.